Cheers and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren and today I'm doing a little bit of an update, I suppose. I watched JonTron's Goop video on Gwyneth Paltrow today, and then I was informed later that he did another one about the show itself, so I have seen that show. I really enjoyed his video about the website and about the stuff in it itself, so I'm like kind of thrilled that there's a sequel. I didn't realize that he had made an update, so I am glad to now get to share it with you all as well. If you haven't already liked the video, make sure you do that. You can subscribe to the channel. That way you'll always be first to know as soon as we post something new, which is basically every single day, often twice. It's like, it's hard to beat. If you can become a patron, we'd also really appreciate that. We can't do this without our patrons. And then if you are a patron, there's a couple of things that you can get early, especially when it comes to like the anime reactions, movies, TV, that kind of thing. You also get to participate in polls. And then the Discord is also linked below. If you want to join our Discord, we'd love to hear from you there as well. So now I don't really want to waste too much time. I'm really excited to see what JonTron has to say about Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. Let us begin.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Didn't expect to be seeing you here. So I bet you're wondering. No, you're really not wondering, are you? Why I'm in a bunker, literally in my basement, in my house.
I'm wondering. That's cool.
1 minute you're there, you're making all these epic plans to entertain the world. The next minute you're in your basement. So until further notice, my show is just gonna be taking place right here in my war bunker.
It's a cool basement,
okay?
though. I mean, like,
I got vinyls.
Unfinished
you
walls.
need those when it's all over.
It must be cold down there, I bet. He's got a dinosaur. I like his little dinosaur head.
I'm trapped. I'm really trapped, guys. Look there, look at that. I put googly eyes on Bush's baked beans. Listen, Beanie, you've been a great part of the show. You're unforgettable, but I'm gonna need you for sustenance during these harsh times.
Oh, we have one of those, that little barometer thing that he's got up in his window. We've got one at my house. I was just thinking the googly eyes is very much, like, I can never see them anymore without thinking anything, like everything everywhere all at once.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to open your skull and drink your juices.
Don't do that! Ew! Ew!
Slimy yet satisfying.
No, not satisfying. That's disgusting.
Well, we may be here until further notice, but as they say, the show must go on.
Also, I hate baked
So
beans.
today,
That
I'm
might
going to
be
attempt to
part of
lighten the mood and talk
too.
about the second most prevalent germ out there, actually. And she goes by the name of Gwyneth. Oh, that's right, she's back! This lady, okay? This lady, she's back. You know her. You know who she is. You know what she's done. It's with heavy heart and out of sync chakra, I must inform you that Goop has somehow gotten its own Netflix series.
Yeah,
I know most of you
watched
probably
it.
know this by now. It's old news, but everyone's been nonstop requesting I take a look at it. So, as a man of the people, I figure I will give the public what it wants.
Thank you.
Interestingly enough, it wasn't received very well by critics who cited that the show was peddling pseudoscience, basically.
I mean, it is.
So the world hasn't totally lost its mind yet. That's one thing to count our blessings on, I suppose. So the actual name of this show is, and I quote, The Goop Lab with Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't understand. How has it come this far? Why will Goop not just stay where it belongs? Which is underneath the foundation of my house. In my cesspit.
Ew.
If you happen to be one of those privileged few who haven't heard of Goop before, I'll just catch you up. Goop just happens to be the health and wellness company of widely renowned Hollywood actress Gwyneth Paltrow. Now, you know you're dealing with a reputable company when you got headlines like Goop-approved shrink says there's no such thing as coronavirus. Best part about this is that Goop has actually distanced themselves from this former contributor. It reminds me of when Al-Qaeda was like, okay, listen, we might be terrorists, but these frickin' ISIS guys, what the hell?
I remember that.
A little extreme. The concept of the show is brilliant. Gwyneth and her posse pretty much, there's no other way to say it, they put her staff through a literal gauntlet of human guinea pig experiments to, I don't know, find the fountain of youth or something. I'm talking total shots in the dark. Like, one staffer will just wake up one day and be like, what if, like, swallowing liquid nitrogen, like, cures postpartum depression?
I remember the psychic episode. I don't know if he'll get to it yet, but like they that was a fun one for me to watch because I've always wondered, it's like, Man, I kind of want to meet a psychic in real life and just see what they have to say, because I'm just like, everything they do is just a shot in the dark, and it's a guessing game, and they're reading your micro expressions, and like they're good at reading people, but like, God. And so it's like the one girl, she was like, no, you're wrong. No, that's not. No, none of that was true. None of that was real. And I was like, and they put it on TV. Like, they did actually include the negative experiences on the show. So if I have to give them props for anything, I'll give them props for that. Oh, right. We're going to drink whenever he does prop comedy. So we drank for the beans, I hope. And we'll drink whenever he puts on like a costume, because I don't remember what else. Whenever he buys anything exorbitant, we'll drink.
Oh my God, good job, Jennifer. Yeah, let's try that. What if it does? Don't forget to sign your wrongful death suit waiver.
All right then, let's take this dive of faith with them. We got 6 episodes, 6 steps, 6 chances for fatal injury. Let's find out the route to perfect health, according to Goop.
Let's go.
Hello. Is it you? You're looking for.
Step 1, doing hard drugs on the ground in a foreign country. Is it too late to back out, or
When I started Goop in 2008, I was like, my calling is something else besides, making out with Matt Damon on screen or whatever.
I'm 14 seconds in, okay? 14. And already, we've got perhaps a contender for the Guinness Book of World Records' largest humble brag. Technically
Yeah, right.
9 seconds, because the little Netflix logo takes up 5 all to itself. 9 seconds in!
To me, it's all like laddering up to one thing, which is optimization of self. Like, how can we really milk the shit out of this?
How much
she's
money
honest.
can I glean from the idiots?
Just another day at the office.
You have 100 needles on your face, Elise.
What the fuck are you doing to people?
What the fuck are you doing to people? What the fuck are you doing to
That
people?
looks like a Jenna Marbles
Put
skit.
100 needles in that woman's face, Gwyneth. We need answers, okay? What did you gain from that?
We get to explore, is this real? Do we feel better?
and grapple with some topics that are hard.
You know, like algebra, who needs that? Biology, see you later. Ethics, definitely won't need this one.
That was prop comedy.
Next level shit.
Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, it's beautiful in the same way like open heart surgery is beautiful. It's nice, but I'm not gonna put it on my wall, Grams. I'm not gonna frame it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful? You gotta wonder why that's not in the Louvre. You see those dark spots there? It's always chafing up down there. No really checks. God, that's a looker.
Okay, welcome. It's such an honor to have you both here.
What a pleasure. Thank you.
Can you explain to us what MAPS is?
Well, Gwyneth, maps tends to be a diagrammatic representation of land or sea that people can use to find their way around, typically coming from electronic to old, used by
Electronic to
roadsters.
old.
Heck, I hate to tell you, even the odd pirate will use one of those bad boys.
MAPS is the Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies.
I would personally love to know a little bit about the trajectory of using psychedelics as a healing modality.
All right, let's slow down, Gwyneth. Let's stop using those big words,
Yeah, what's
those
modality?
trajectories and modalities, and let's keep it to some simpler, smaller
She
ones you
doesn't
do
know what
know,
that
like
means.
give and me and your and, money. You like this? You know this one, don't you?
Well, psychedelics are back, and they're being used in the context of spirituality, healing, and celebration of transitions. In the 60s.
Okay, this is the footage you're gonna use to convince me? Oh, don't worry, it's completely safe. Check out this footage of Ink and Mo Howard shooting up hot lead up his nose. Oh, dude, fuck the clinical trials. Inject that straight into my newborn baby.
So we wanted to explore psychedelics in a therapeutic setting.
Look, Elise, you didn't have to create an entire Netflix series just as an excuse to do drugs, okay? I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Can we be real here? Can we quit pretending?
We decided to try psilocybin, also known as
Guys,
magic
why is he
mushrooms,
sitting
in
so
Jamaica,
squinched?
where their use isn't regulated.
Jamaica's like, I don't know, eat as many mushrooms as you want. Hire a private militia. Fuck if we care. That's where we decided to do the mushrooms.
How did you choose who went on the trip?
So the Goop staff sort of nominated themselves and raised their hands.
Of course they did.
She's like covering her bases, like, Elise, tell him I didn't force him. Oh, the Goop, they raised their hands. I please put me in the foreign jurisdiction with no regulations. So yeah, their first health experiment here is just literally the Goop staff going and taking magic mushrooms. I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
You can cry, you can scream, you can like pound the ground. The only thing we don't do is get sexual with each other, and we don't take our clothes off. But other than that, like literally anything goes.
I mean, okay, you can pound the ground, you
murder.
can punch, you can scream. No sex though, don't want to see any boobies. You can take a scimitar, gore your neighbor David. Don't see the boobies though. If the boobies come out during that, you're in trouble.
Yep.
We're going to give 3 grams so we can be with the spirit of the mushroom.
Seriously, that puny thing, that's what you're bringing? For God's sakes, the spirit of the mushroom is joining us tonight. You want him to think we're a bunch of dweebs? Should have left this to me. Okay, see that? That is a proper roll.
Yes. Let's go, spirit of the mushroom.
Yeah, the spirit of the mushroom, yeah!
Great. Yeah. Where's Sasha? Sasha? Right here. Okay.
In fact, who's Sasha?
Oh, your energy's pretty good all the time. I don't know where it is. Take him on. Yeah. Oh, shit. Got you.
Damn, they got some good shit in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
they did, apparently.
I was on the way there again to the light source. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. I feel the light source. He's turning into an angel in his fucking brain, dude. Oh, hey, I think I found Sasha. 2 of them. In fact, 2 Sashas, if my eyes do not deceive. What's that about? What's that?
Yeah,
Stop jiggling
why are
his,
you doing that?
his breast. Stop that. Did he have some phlegm you need loosened up in there? He's got a chest infection? What could call for that?
I feel like I'm the light of the center of the circle right now.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? Well, I want to hear that one more time from you, Kevin.
I feel like I'm the light of the center of the circle right now. Yeah.
Kevin's having a real good time. Jesus.
Good work.
Yeah, you've done great.
What's with the dual pads? Look how hollow he sounds, too. It's like a fucking watermelon on there. Nice work there, Kevin. That was a rough one.
It was very beautiful to lie there next to Kevin and watch him be held by these 2 men in a way that
Big,
he
strong
hadn't
men.
by his own father. And
Don't you understand? All Kevin ever wanted was love from his 2 big, strong, hairy-armed dads. And now he's finally got it. I don't know if the mushrooms were necessary,
Yeah, right.
but he was on mushrooms while he found his 2 dads.
you look at the team at Goop, they are all carrying tremendous amount of pain and loss. You know, you, for example, what could possibly be wrong with you? You have everything.
At least the cameras are rolling. Cut that out. Cut that shit. Stop that.
You have everything.
see that internally
You're beautiful.
screaming.
You're wealthy.
Like-
You're famous. Like, shut up. You know?
She's a riot, isn't she? Stop it. Stop
At least you're fired.
Stop now. Sorry, everyone. She's actually mentally disabled. That's why.
Since going through it, what's been your experience of like being
And
in
we don't
your
even
body?
answer the
I've
question.
been carrying this sort of emptiness and loneliness around for 36 years now. I've been carrying this emptiness and loneliness around
Are you
for
still high?
39 years.
So is it 36 or 39? I don't get... Kevin, I have a feeling the mushrooms back there may have melted one of your cortexes.
And thank you for letting me do all of this fun stuff. And
Shut up.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, shut up.
Now go make me a coffee. Okay, we're on to step 2. Chilling with a crazy Dutchman. Literally.
Okay.
°C, 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Thermo-shockingly cold.
This is not just regular cold. I don't know what the stage is between cold and
Thermo-shockingly
thermo-shocking are.
cold.
I'm assuming it's at least 3 or 4 colds.
Thermo-shockingly cold for a human to go into the water.
I know you're about to go in the water. Why are you going to do it? Stay out of it. Take a hike on a sunny day.
You cannot just jump in. This is dangerous.
I started to feel like a panic attack coming on.
I can't really blame you. You got a freaking crazy random Dutch guy going, "This is actually dangerous. I'm gonna make you jump in that water.
Dutch
you
accent
can't
is
go
Arnold
back. You look like a
Schwarzenegger."
pussy. But also, I won't let you. My arms are strong."
Very
A human
strong.
wouldn't last too long, and he would go into involuntary gasping.
Thank
Why
you
you
for
gasping like that, man. That didn't seem involuntary. There's no way that's involuntary. That's all I'm saying.
Cold water is a great way to learn to deal with stress.
So this guy's pretty well known. His name is Wim Hof. He's like this insane Dutch guy who just like sits out in the cold in his underwear and just tells everyone they should do that. Because apparently that's the only way to resolve anything in your life. Oh, excuse me, you're not sitting on a glacier in nothing but your underpants? What are you stressed or something?
You can go into the cold water and adapt. And with that, you become the alchemist of life itself.
I think you're getting
What?
carried away. Dude, you're just sitting in cold water. Which good for you. But I don't know about the alchemist of life thing.
people do the polar bear plunge all the time.
Hello.
There's her in her
I've just been
jumpsuit
watching YouTube videos of you.
All right. Can I hug you?
Of course.
Yeah, this guy's a good guy, isn't he? Did anyone screen this guy? He's Dutch?
You're the living example of mind over matter.
Yes.
Yes, that's me. Yes. I am that.
They call me the Iceman because I do all kinds of extremes in the cold.
Oh, okay. It fits. It's a good name.
What you're in the process of proving is that this prevailing belief that we cannot control our autonomic nervous system is a fallacy, and that we can directly impact and affect our immune system, our mood.
I love that, like, every single time they have these, like, little chats on this sofa, they're trying so hard to sound smart, but I'm just like, has this woman ever, like, does she know what that is? Does she know? She just, our autonomic nervous system, and it's a fallacy. We can absolutely control that. And it's like, are you reading that off a teleprompter for the first time, or do you know what you're talking about? Like, what? They're trying to sound so smart, but none of them, she doesn't, Gwyneth doesn't. Like, I don't know if they do know what a lot of these, like, phrases are, but they don't sound like they do. They don't say them with any kind of confidence.
Food, the way that we respond to life.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, yes. I am cold man. I mentioned this. I am cold man. I enjoy the ice.
Just by using the mind, I was able to make the skin temperature not go down after exposure of cold water.
It's crazy.
That's crazy because it's not true.
Yeah.
That led to the interest of scientists. They injected E. coli bacteria.
Hey, Jack, PhD. Do you see him sitting in that pool of water? You see him sit? Get there, coli!
I was able to defy the reaction of the bacteria injected.
And you've taught people how to do it.
And you showed people how to inject E. coli into you? Cool. Yeah, cool.
Great.
All right, beautiful people. We're gonna go into the depth today.
That's cute. He made him lay in the shape of a snowflake. He may be cold, but he's not heartless.
Isn't that how they, like, lay in freaking American Horror Story in the Coven? Didn't they lay, like, in a shape like that?
Go! Hey! Hey! Oh! Hey! No!
I'm trying to do what you say. You keep screaming. You're screaming something at me. Stop!
Why are they
Stop!
like? Why are they crying too?
When we just go? When can I go in the cold water and go home?
I mean, this is a fun little exercise, but
What the fuck is going on?
This is probably the most insane thing I've been asked to do for Goop.
Trust me, Anna, you're only on episode 2, okay? I wouldn't be calling that kind of thing now. Also, hey, it's Anna, the associate food editor. Remember from the pop-up store?
Anna is one of our fantastic food editors.
yeah.
Still don't know what a food editor is.
No, I don't.
Breathe in.
I just kind of
blow in.
assumed that, like, what did I say in that other video? That, like, they take all the, like, the extra stuff away from the food, so it's like they wouldn't put garnishes on it or something.
Go out, breathe out.
I thought you said you couldn't just jump in.
It was so freaking cold. Like, if I, like, didn't have the breathing techniques and, like, didn't breathe the whole time, I would have not been able to move.
You know, I'm a little nervous, but I gotta face my fears sometimes, so it's now or never, right? Let's do this. Oh! Oh! I can't get back. I can't get back. I wasn't expecting that. Like I was trying to, to breathe when I could to get my like nose above the water level. My heart was just beating. My parasympathetic nervous system was taking care of that. Like I didn't have to make my heart beat, so that was like taken care of. Man, I barely made it out of there.
Looking at the lake, it was like a pretty massive oh fuck moment. Like disbelief that I'm actually doing this.
Oh my
Proud
God,
of you.
she did it!
Not to like sound dramatic, but I feel like that was like a changing point in my life.
I mean,
That does sound
you don't
dramatic.
Not dramatic. Even Wim's like, all right, lady, it's not that serious. Eject some E. coli, then talk to me.
Would you come with me
Yeah.
to do push-ups?
I can't do a push-up.
This is the brief moment, like Gwyneth Paltrow remembers she's human. Push-ups, yeah, like
No.
Oh, totally. I'd normally do like friggin' 8,000 of those, but like I just had like a chewy bar today. I'm kind of like my blood sugar's down.
All I can say is I know she's fasting and
At least with the save, okay? She's like, at least that's what I pay you for, baby. That's what I pay you for.
That's why you're not fired yet.
says she can't do push-ups. She's still gonna do more push-ups than I.
Like, even though she's like clearly like a decrepit skeleton right now, and like you're basically like a monster for making her do it, she's still gonna be down there doing more like skeleton push-ups than me.
We are going to do push-ups.
How many do we do? As many as we can?
Just go.
Just go. Just friggin' go.
Just
the
do
door's
it.
Locked. Your security guards, I froze them. It's pure silence, dude. It's pure silence. This wasn't part of the deal. I'm scared of him. I'm scared.
Are you tired yet?
Going good, ladies. Yes.
At least took the fall. What a surprise.
Yep.
She is strong.
Okay, 20. There. That's.
And she's fasting.
I know. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
I
you
said
can't
that.
do you can't do push-ups if you're fasting. Everybody knows that you can't do push-ups if you're fasting, especially knee push-ups. Those are the extra impossible kind if you're fasting. Nonsense. Pure nonsense. I will say that this guy might have enjoyed one of the like a game that a couple of me and my friends played years ago. We were on a ski trip and there had a hot tub outside of the villa, and we'd be in the hot tub, and then we would get out and stand in the 2 feet of snow, and like at first you stand there for a minute and then you can get back in the hot tub, but then like we were bored with just kind of standing there and getting your feet all cold, so then we would have to do things like you have to like pour, like just dump all the snow on you, and then you can get back in the hot tub, or then like you had to run all the way to the fence, lie down in the snow and just sit there for a while and then get up, and then you could walk back and sit in the hot tub, and just like, how far can we push this? And I mean, this was like a a family ski trip, so we were all like 15, and so I'm just like, 15-year-old us would have been totally fine with this without any of those dumb breathing exercises. And anybody who does a polar bear plunge, like I said before, which now I won't do because I won't, but people who do the polar bear plunge could do this. They don't use that breathing exercise, but it's not nonsense. They jump into the freaking Lake Michigan on the 1st of January or something. I'm just like, that water is probably colder than 40 degrees.
Like, that's what I said. I said, like, she could do more even though she's fasting. You don't have to like, bring it up because I obviously did it because I'm, like, she's my boss and I can't fucking show her up in front of you fucking weird fucking Iceman fucking weirdo, dude.
I don't think I can do any more push-ups.
You give the best, you get the best. Just do that.
You're in the icebox now, okay? Because as far as I can see, it's you and me.
He's
in this
very,
room.
very strange.
And there's no way out. So you're gonna give me the best? You're gonna get the best?
This is all very good and very
I'm Iceman.
terrifying.
It's because I deal with ice and ice-related activities. All right, okay, moving on. Step 3, admiring the female form with grandma.
So now we're sitting with our genitals exposed. Ugh, the skin doesn't fit. It's all blotchy. I got all these bruises.
Naked little old lady with her vibrator.
Are they gonna show the vulva? Like, is this gonna happen?
Okay, I cannot show you any of that on YouTube, and frankly, I don't want to talk about what I've seen ever again. Moving on to step 4. Health step 4, just literally psychics.
Energy is real, and there can be a positive energy exchange and a negative one. Once you become aware, you can start to help open you up energetically.
I love that guy.
Psychics? What does that have to do with wellness? I swear it just makes less and less sense the more it goes on. Basically, in this episode, they bring on this lady who claims she's a psychic and acts like she's straight out of Minority Report. You know where this is going.
So I'm just gonna be quiet for one moment. Okay, we'll see what they have to say. Okay, I do have a female figure coming in on my upper right-hand screen, so that...
What do you mean by screens? What are you talking about, screens? You seeing a TV in your head? What are you watching?
Guess who? I'm trying to pull that through a little bit more. Don't feed the media.
No, I'm trying.
I'm hearing what sounds like an EL or an L sounding name to me. Okay.
His name was Elmo. He was red and furry and liked to be tickled. Son of a bitch. Why do you have to drink so much?
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm also hearing happy birthday. Is there a birthday coming up in the family?
Come to think of it, there does happen to be one. Have you been stealing my credit card information? Are you the one who took my fucking social security number? So I don't know what this has to do with wellness, but for this part, they pair everybody off and then they exchange personal items and then they're supposed to read the energy of that item and then draw something about the other person that they got from the item. How did we get here?
What?
Can you share what you got?
Yeah, so I don't know why.
What the object was?
It's this awesome dog. For some reason, I felt like this was given to you for like a birthday, but it wasn't supposed to be super sentimental, but then it like became sentimental.
Sorry, I'm not trying to like be awkward or anything, but like, I don't know, like, does that mean anything to you? Because that's what I was getting. Like, I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but...
I remember some of the psychic stuff, but not most of it, apparently.
If you ask for signs and messages, like really specific, concrete ones from the other sign, you will get them.
I ask you for...
Okay, look, the thing is, you will get whatever you are willing to believe in. That is true. Like, so you can say it's like, that's why like astrology. Oh, hey, look, there's a Kramer guy in the background. That's why like the like astrology is so popular. It's because like you will look at the thing under your name and it's so easy to just pick and choose what you're willing to believe in. Like, it's like, and it's always super vague, so you can just describe whatever meaning you want to it. So it's like, you can ask for a really specific sign, and if something even tangentially similar to it happens, you're like, it was a sign, it happened. Or alternatively, like, if you know, you can ask for a sign and it didn't happen, and then you just say, well, the universe didn't want it to happen. It's just nonsense.
A sign. Why do I not have a Netflix show? If this'th be the bar. Netflix, if you are outeth of ideas, just give me a fucking call.
And so I was doing a reading for Anna, and she is skeptical. Yeah.
To me, this whole medium psychic world is very much like Santa Claus.
That's the truth. Just because something sounds so fairy tale-like and so beautiful doesn't mean it's not true.
Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, retirement funds.
First thing I want to say is, are there twins in the family, or like a Gemini like birthday? What is that, June?
No.
I keep saying like
this is what I remember.
Look how offended she is.
No.
Why'd you pick a stinky month like that?
I keep saying like,
and that is like, but that's like such a medium thing to do. It's like, is there twins? It's like, I mean, that's a good guess because like a lot of families have twins, but like
two back to back. It's very
back to back.
Like I feel like I want to talk about twins.
Okay, identical, fraternal, Olsen. I don't care. Just please stay on track, Anna.
It's one of those things when you're proving something that seems like outlandish and crazy, you have to be like spot on and you have to do it right if you want to prove your point.
Yep.
Good on you, Anna.
Anna's right.
Good on you. You didn't cave. I'm glad Anna's food editor. I like Anna. She's the better angel of our goop.
Is there like a funny story or a picture about a donkey, or is there something with Shrek?
What the fuck, Shrek? What? I genuinely wasn't expecting you to bring up Shrek. You haven't got anything so far. How desperate are you that you go to Shrek?
Yeah, right.
This is my psychic charade part, and I'm seeing like a donkey, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about it.
Well, you know, I agree. I think I see a charade as well, and a donkey performing it.
So, is there anything with like a trip to Mexico?
No, okay, no donkey, no Mexico, no Shrek. What, are you trying to pitch a movie to me? Eddie Murphy Goes to Shrexico, starring Cheech Marin? I don't know what you want from me, lady.
Hey, Laura. This is really strange. I think you're actually reading Lindsay right now. That can happen. This is the problem with...
Wires got crossed. This happens all the time. What band were you on? Oh, I was on 16.1.
Okay,
That's
so I
weird.
was like, I had remembered like we had this girl being like, no, none of this is accurate, and like they kept that in. I forgot that they tried to save her by pretending she was reading somebody else.
See, that's not you. That's where the Shrek came from.
Okay, I have chills right now. So those first people who came in were yours, right?
Lindsay, in tears, all right? Just a coincidence. Producer of the show, associate producers, just a coincidence. She hears Mexico, burrito, Shrek. Oh my God, that was my grandfather. He was a giant Mexican Shrek donkey.
My father was just joking that he really wanted for the photo booth at our wedding in Mexico to have a donkey.
Oh, stop it right now.
God,
That is so funny. I love this.
Where's the twins?
They completely avoid Shrek. Just want to point that out. Nobody answers for Shrek.
And twins.
I want to know whose wavelength she was reading that came with Shrek.
Health step 5, the man-spreading Merlin of massage.
You can
Oh, I
measure
finally-
the
I don't
energy
remember
field
him
of the
too.
body like somewhere between 4 and 6 feet off the body. The body doesn't end right here at the skin. The body is multidimensional. So when I'm moving my hands in the air and I'm snapping my fingers and I'm making sounds with my hands, I'm putting energy into the field around somebody's body, and I'm changing their energy system just by the way I interact with it.
Did you get all that?
No.
That's peer-reviewed. I really don't know what to tell you about this episode. This one is about a magician masseuse. Like, am I supposed to make jokes about that? They're not trying by this point. They at least tried with the fucking ice water guy. So he just goes around going, and then they get up and they just go, wow, how'd you do it, Doc? I couldn't come up with this shit if I tried.
So I've been hesitant to show it just because it can look strange.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for the world to see.
When I first met John, there was a woman on...
No, yeah, bring on the testimonials. Bring her on. Before, one of my spinal columns was severed, and then Max came along and went, nip, nip, and now all my bones are back.
They're fixed.
What? You fuckers. You fuckers. You motherfucker, I will rain hellfire upon you. Last step, health span plan, okay? This one at least looks like it could
just
be
like
related to
reminds
health.
me
Let's
of
finish.
like all of the like it's the exact same like the the snapping whatever. It's like the same thing as like hydrotherapy or like that guy who said that he could like you would sit on like in a box and he would be like, oh, I'm gonna do vibrations at you, or like the magnetism thing. There's so many of these such fake things that people are always trying to like peddle at people, and the cures themselves are always incredibly expensive, and they always turn it around on you if it doesn't work. They're like, well, you weren't receptive to the vibrations or whatever. It's and these people are like, we just want to help people for $15,000 a night, and if it's not working, then it's your fault, but give me my $15,000 anyway, thanks, bye. Like, it's sickening.
Finish this saga, shall we?
Gwyneth, Wendy, and Elise took on different diets, reputed to have different benefits for longevity. So these are doing things for 3 weeks. Like that is not enough time. That's not enough time to like actually okay.
Why didn't I get that one?
I get the stinky one. Are you ready for your diet, oldie?
I'm ready.
Really? Nothing weird, nothing scary? This one's just them doing diets? Okay. All right, I can get with this. Here's my diet. I got ramen I gotta eat on Wednesday with a Red Bull on Wednesday. That Red Baron deep dish is gonna be on Wednesday. I'll eat that now, actually.
But I don't know, something's weird here. This episode is suspiciously absent of Gwyneth Paltrow randomly separating the plasma from her own blood using a centrifuge and then reintroducing it into her own face using a needle gun.
Now I'm gonna collect your golden broth. Yeah, she's spinning your blood. Beautiful.
Oh, you put it on the forehead?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
I actually might throw up. All right, so how'd the diet turn out, though? I don't know why that was in there.
These little cones, they stimulate collagen formation.
So like, wait, was it supposed to be like just making her face a little rosier or something, because I'm just like, you were just like massaging it with a thing. That'll happen. Why do you... People can use your freaking plasma. Like, that's a thing people can use. For real. What? Okay.
To holding the skin back.
What is going on with this episode? I don't recall every diet coming with a side of facial reconstruction.
These devices, in general, last about 9 months in the body.
What you're telling me is those beads that make me look like the Black Dahlia, they stay at least for 9 months in my body? Sign me up. Put that in. Go on. Put that
How?
bead in my face.
I mean...
We're gonna give you a mirror. I just want to see your reaction.
Oh, great.
Oh!
Wow. Who is that? Who is that, Jennifer Aniston?
Other than diet, what would you say is the sort of second most important? Is it sleep? Is it stress?
Okay, so after all this, why don't you tell us? What was the moral of the story all along, huh? How do you get healthy?
It's everything you kind of know. Don't
Right.
smoke, exercise, get sleep, and it seems like genetics plays a little bit of a role in it, so.
Get sleep, exercise, don't smoke, 90% of a predetermined fate, you know, everything you already know.
Things that you already know.
Say the tenets of wellness are typically free. It's true.
Excuse me, what now? The tenets of what now are typically what now? Can I get that again?
It's like you say, the tenets of wellness are typically free. It's true.
So you tell me all that money I spent on your website, I could have got typically
Free?
for free?
Yeah, if you go to
It's true.
All that money gone, all that time wasted. And I could have just got this typically for free.
It's true.
Oh, now I've just had it. She lied to me. She lied when I had nothing left. Hello?
People do that.
Operator, she lied to us. I believed in you. I don't know what I believe in anymore. I don't know what I believe in. Me and Beanie's Delicious Brains want to thank today's sponsor for making this video possible. And that sponsor is Honey. Honey is the free online shopping tool that helps you find promo codes and applies them to your cart to save you money. I've worked with Honey in the past, as you may know, and those of you who've installed Honey using my link have collectively saved over $450,000. If you can believe that. For those of you who didn't sign up, you're literally just throwing away money. What are you doing? It's free to use and installs in 2 clicks. Did you catch that? I installed Honey just there. It was that quick. Here, let me show you again in case you missed it the first time. With everyone working from home these days, I gotta tell you, sweatpants are quite the rage, and I'm about to buy a pair from the Gap here. Oh, and look at that. With Honey, I just saved $14.38 that I otherwise wouldn't have. Honey works with over 30,000 online stores, so make sure you get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/JonTron. That's joinhoney.com.
That I don't think we can do anymore.
JonTron. Thanks, Honey, for sponsoring today's video.
I think it's done.
Stay safe, everyone.
Okay, fantastic. So, I remember watching that show, like, when it came out, partly because, like, everybody was watching it. It was similar. It was one of the times that I was sucked into the thing. And also, I just remember being horrified by the general idea of all of it. And I really wanted to see what I could... like, what was actually happening. I just wanted to see for real, for myself, the actual story behind it. And I remember being like, oh, what? It's so much of that stuff is just so dangerous, and it preys on people who have nothing else to lose. And it, you know, they trust celebrities because, you know, they're well known and they like their work. And so they trust these people that they have no cause to really trust, who don't have their best interests at heart. And like, it's just very distressing. It's just distressing to me that people are so willing to just prey on people who are less fortunate than them. Because again, if they really wanted to help and they really thought that this stuff could help, it would not be prohibitively expensive. Like, it just wouldn't be. So it's always very frustrating to see this kind of thing. But it's fine. You know, it's not fine. Don't do this. Don't buy into Goop. If you're gonna watch the Netflix show, do it in such a way that you're just learning how to like protect yourself from this kind of nonsense, you know, make it a learning experience. And they just try so, and like I think the funniest thing for me at least about this the show itself, from what I remember in the clips that he showed here, is just the constant reminders that this is nonsense. Like there's always at least one person in the group who's just like, yeah, okay. And it's like, it's so obvious when people have like been told to act in a certain way or change, like, it's like they didn't even try. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and for coming back with me on this JonTron train for a little bit longer. If you haven't already liked the video, please go ahead and do that. We appreciate that a lot. Share it if you would like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to always be the first to know when we're putting out new videos, which is, again, every single day. You could join the Discord. The link is in the description box below. And if you can become a patron, we'd really, really appreciate that. Also, we can't do this without you. We do need, you know, that's how we can you know, buy subscriptions for various for sites if we want to watch something specific. You know, that's how we get our equipment, like all that's how we, you know, pay our editor. And so we really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.